Time to end this. Can we talk?
Think you know the best Fantastic Four movie? You might be wrong. We're ranking every live-action film, from the cult flops to the MCU reboot that finally might have got it right. Stick around, because the top pick, it's not what you think. Top Fantastic Four movies, ranked. At number 5, The Fantastic Four, 1994. This one never officially saw the light of day. Made on a tiny budget just to keep the film rights, it was never meant for theaters. All copies were supposed to be destroyed. But bootleg versions leaked over time, and that's how fans got to see it, turning it into a cult curiosity. Since it never had a proper release, there were no official critics or reviews. What you'll find are underground opinions from fans who've tracked down the film. They say the effects are low budget, the acting is campy, and it feels like a rough draft. Still, some appreciate its faithful take on the comics and the effort behind it. So while it's definitely the bottom of the barrel, it's also a unique piece of Marvel history, the wild card no one expected. For 4, Fantastic Four 2015. This one, a case study in how to ruin a superhero reboot. Fantastic Four tried to go dark, like body horror meets Marvel dark. And for a moment, it almost had something. A brooding tone, shadowy visuals, a Philip Glass score that deserved a better movie. But then, the studio stepped in. There were rewrites, reshoots, and a villain shoved into the last 20 minutes like a bad afterthought. What we got was a film so broken, even the director disowned it. A movie so forgettable, its own characters barely remember being in it. Critics called it joyless, fans called it a train wreck. And on Rotten Tomatoes, a brutal 9%. Underneath all the chaos, there was still some potential. A sci-fi thriller hiding inside the rubble. That's why it's not dead last. But let's be clear, this is still bottom tier Marvel.
Victor! Victor, hold on!
And number 3, Fantastic Four 2005. This wasn't a terrible movie, but it just didn't live up to its name. The cast had potential. Chris Evans as Johnny Storm brought energy, Michael Chiklis gave the thing some real emotional weight, and there was decent chemistry among the team. But the story? It felt safe, slow, and a little too simple for a franchise with this much history. Dr. Doom, one of Marvel's most iconic villains, was reduced to a generic, power-hungry businessman. The stakes never felt real, and the action rarely surprised anyone. What most people don't know is that the extended DVD version adds 20 minutes of extra material, fleshing out Doom's arc, giving more to Ben Grimm's story, and even sneaking in a subtle nod to a shared universe. But let's be honest, by then, most people had checked out. It came out the same year as Batman Begins, and in comparison, it felt more like a Saturday morning cartoon than a modern superhero blockbuster. Still, for some fans, there's a charm to it. The team dynamic had heart, even if the film didn't know what to do with it.
Wow, you've been working out.
Shut up!
At number 2, Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer 2007. This sequel definitely raised the bar from the first movie. It brought bigger stakes, slicker effects, and a much cooler vibe. The Silver Surfer was a standout. Lawrence Fishburne's deep, commanding voice gave the character real presence, and the motion capture work brought him to life in a way that still impresses today. That mid-film sacrifice scene added genuine emotional weight, showing the hero's vulnerability and giving the story heart. The chemistry between the main cast also improved. Reed and Sue's relationship felt more natural, and the family dynamic became the emotional core that the first movie lacked. The action sequences were tighter and more exciting too. That said, the villains were still a problem. Dr. Doom felt underdeveloped and wasn't given enough screen time, while Galactus was reduced to a vague, purple cloud. An odd choice that disappointed fans and critics alike. It's a rare miss in an otherwise stronger package, but all in all, Rise of the Silver Surfer managed to bring fun and charm back to the franchise. It showed the potential of these characters on screen and gave fans moments they could actually enjoy.
Show off.
At number 1, Fantastic Four, First Steps, 2025. After decades of shaky attempts, Marvel finally got the Fantastic Four right. This film kicks off with a fresh take, set in a stylish 1960s-inspired world. It's not just another superhero movie, it's a mix of family drama, cosmic adventure, and classic comic book vibes all rolled into one. Pedro Pascal plays Reed Richards, the brain behind the team. His intelligence and leadership feel authentic, not overblown. Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm brings real emotional weight, balancing her powers with vulnerability. Joseph Quinn nails the role of Johnny Storm, full of youthful energy and charm. Eben Moss-Backrack's Ben Grimm grounds the story with a gritty, relatable touch. The villain, Galactus, is massive and imposing, voiced by Ralph Ineson, while Julia Garner's Silver Surfer adds an extra layer of complexity and style. Critics love it. The film holds a solid 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. They praise its character-driven story and faithfulness to the source material without getting bogged down in cliches. Box office numbers back it up too. Over $100 million opening weekend, domestically, plus strong global sales. This shows audiences want more quality superhero stories, especially ones that focus on character and world building. Fans are also on board. Many say it feels like the Fantastic Four they've always wanted, grounded but epic, emotional but fun. Bottom line, First Steps is a resurrection of Fantastic Four. Marvel's first family is finally home, and this film sets the stage for something much bigger.
I take back every single bad thing I've been saying about you. To myself. In private.
And that's our countdown of the Fantastic Four movies. Which one's your favorite? Or are you excited to see where Marvel takes the team next? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives and movie breakdowns. Thanks for watching Top 10. Catch you in the next one.
No, Johnny.